Hey guys, you're watching Boondocking with Dennis. Happy Tuesday. We had a little bit of a cool front come in. 58 degrees this morning. The wind is 21 miles an hour out of the north with gusts up to 30 miles an hour. I saw something on Facebook last night that I was not familiar with. And I don't want to say what it is until I find it, just in case it's a false alarm. We're back here again in the Salt Lake section of Rockport, Texas. Copa Cove Road. I haven't been back here in a long time. When I was looking at the map, I was wondering if I had ever been back here, but now that I see it, yeah, I have. I just said a lady came over. I was kind of parked up there getting my bearings before I started, and she said, are you boondocking with Dennis? And I'm like, yeah. She's like, oh, we watch your channel, we love it, thank you. You keep us in touch with Rockport when we can't get to Rockport. And I'm like, oh, that's really nice. I appreciate that. She said, my husband leaves comments and I wish he was here. He's up in Houston working right now. I said, well, what's your husband's name? And she said, my husband's name is 12. And I said, 12? And she said, yeah, it's a nickname. I've been calling him for years. And I said, well, why do you call him 12? And she said, well, I call him 12 because he doesn't do anything around the house. He doesn't do anything I ask him. And he doesn't do anything for anybody. Chip in for gas money, folks. That was a long drive to get to that joke. Yeah, we've been back here before. There's the ducks right there we were talking about. Road may flood slow. Huh. So is this the road I was just on earlier and didn't know that I was on the road? Things look really similar back in here. I don't know. It'd be funny if it was the same road I was on 3 days ago and didn't notice. I don't think it is, but I'm old. We'll see. See, the palm trees are whipping back and forth pretty good, and we got a school sky. There it is, the Copa. So I saw this online. Okay, I knew this was here. I think I've driven back in here before. The Copa. Look that up online. It's they call it a bed and breakfast, but I think they have RVs in there that you can rent. It's right on the water. They got a little pool. It's all locked up today, but we've driven in there before. It's just a little B&B, the Copa. Okay, so this isn't the... Look at the water. Look at the sky out there. Wow. And if you have any complaints about the wind in the microphone, address them to the Lord God Almighty. I have no control over it whatsoever. Look at that sky. It's so pretty. I'll say one thing they do around here. They make sure no one else has a water view. They put up their fences, and no one's just going to stop by and look at the water over here. We got some pier and beam houses here. The house is up on stilts. I know whenever we were building one, when I worked at the construction company or doing any type of remodel, one of the county choices was pier and beam. And that's mostly what we did to follow building codes. Oh man, just absolutely gorgeous. I'm gonna spread my hand out a little bit, try to block some of the wind, but most of the wind's coming from my mouth right now. I think I got a few days left of dog sitting. I'm not positive when that will end. It's funny, I got a Venmo, and I don't want to say the name, but I put it on my list of people to thank. You know, I got a Venmo from so-and-so, and then I realized it was a personal payback. I lent someone $40 and they paid me back 20. A month late, but they did pay me back 20, so I'll take that as a win. When you give someone 40 and you never expect to see it again, getting back 20 can be a good thing. Yeah, I do remember this road. Not the one we were just on, Pelican Point. Oh, I think they screwed up. We might be able to see the water from here. Water's like a dark green. In case you guys can't see, this is for all my seeing impaired people. Water's a dark green and the sky is 10 shades of blue with a lot of white stratus clouds through it. They got their own little boat ramp there? No, that can't be a boat ramp. Just a little place to park the boat. And for the record, I do not know what kind of palm trees those are. Look at this, they got a little... I'm really surprised they allow RVs here. I wonder... I mean, I like that. That wouldn't bother me at all. They have a nice pad and they got their toys out. Just I know a lot of places have HOAs where you're not allowed to do this and do that on your own property, and I could understand if it was something extreme, but I know over on Holiday Beach a lady had posted in a Facebook group, you know, my cousin is coming to visit me, he's going to be here 2 nights. Is he allowed to park in my driveway and stay in his RV? And there was like 100 replies, no, he's not allowed to do that. It'll be a fine. It's against Homeowner Rules Association. He's allowed to park the RV in the driveway, but he's not allowed to sleep in it. Like, that's just freaking idiotic. Can you imagine that? What if you're just old and you take a nap? Are you allowed to put a chair next to your RV and take a nap? Are you allowed to set up a tent outside the RV on your own property? They got broken windows, a lot of them. I wonder if that's still from Hurricane Harvey or if something bad happened recently. See, there's canals there. I know if I turn on one of these streets, it'll bring me out to like the center of the canal, which I did not know. I was just looking at the map. Let's go up here. That makes sense. There would be an island on Island Road, right? That sounds about right. Look at me doing detective work. That's a pretty house. I like it over here because it's kind of just like, it's laid back. The houses are nice, but they're not, you know, they're working class people's houses. I bet you no one gives a crap what you're doing as long as you're doing your own thing and not bothering nobody else. But in a world of Karens, male and female, you're always going to be bothering somebody else. So I think this is just a little peninsula here. Alright, so this road is obviously a dead end. Look at that, I like that little sunshine. So we're on the island, see? Somebody put on some Jimmy Buffett. We're on island time now. We're on an island off a peninsula. Someone's weed whacking. Look at that. Yeah, there's people got trailers set up here. Nothing wrong with that. Yeah, I was looking at a couple pins that were dropped over here, and they were for bed and breakfast type facilities. So I was curious about them. And there are quite a few over here in the Salt Lake area. There's a little catamaran for sale. That looks comfortable. Guys, I just wanted to take a little drive over here this morning. I'm doing well. Poor little, well, you know what? I'm gonna hold that story to the next video. Poor little Bob. Poor little Bob took one for the team this morning. That little boat lift, the little, what do you want to call that? A stall. What do you call the stalls where the boats pull in? It's not a pier. Words are hard. Look at these little multicolored shacks. I wonder if they're rental properties. Huh. I don't know. Many things in lives I don't know about. Add this one to the list. Hey guys, thanks for riding along today. Have a great Tuesday. Thanks for watching.